Okay, I'm back at the junkyard, and check it out, you guys. This 2001 Integra just hit the lot. You might recall in the last episode, I picked up a hood latch from this same junkyard, but since that Integra was a 4-door and had tan interior, there wasn't much else that I needed. Well, this one is actually a 2-door with black interior, so let's go through it and see if there's any parts we can use. Now, the first thing I noticed about this car is that it had absolutely no accident damage, so pretty much every panel is usable. It's also cool that it still has all 4 wheels. I don't need them, but someone else will definitely grab those. The car also had black leather seats, but as expected, they were in rough shape. I considered taking the rear seats, but up close they weren't in great shape either. I pulled out these taillights as mine have some small cracks in them, but then I noticed that these were also cracked, so I ended up leaving them there. Now, while I was here to look for parts for my car, I also had a list of parts that a couple of my friends were looking for. So I was able to get a lot of stuff off of this car that we needed. And then a few days later, I came back with Jack and Hannah because she needed this corner section of this quarter panel for her Integra, and this one was in perfect shape. Her car was in an accident before she got it, and she's been looking for a clean quarter panel for a while, but every time we find one at a junkyard, it's been hit in the same spot. I mean, just look at this one. And we were finally able to find a good one, so make sure to check out her channel, Crumpled.Integra, to see the repair. Okay, cool. Let's get back home and I'll show you everything we picked up. Starting with the parts that I got for my friends. We got this rear bumper, trunk carpet, spare tire cover, and trunk plastic. The hatch actuator, this oh crap handle, which is just missing one of the covers, a passenger seatbelt buckle, a ground wire, the hood latch, the passenger door handle. If you know anything about Integras, these break all the time, and the driver's side one was broken. We got the clock spring, the climate control unit, which as you can see is a special bejeweled edition, a part of the windshield trim, and finally the gauge cluster, which only had 158,000 miles on the odometer. Okay, now for the parts actually going on my car. I got this center console lid, which appears to have been redone because it has this leather material and red stitching, which is kind of cool. The steering wheel, which is in much better shape than my current one. For some reason, you can like twist mine. It's as if the outer part has become separated from the inside part, if that makes sense. But I'll probably use my airbag instead of the special edition one, so I'll just swap it over. Even though it won't be automatic much longer, this auto shifter is in much better shape. Mainly just the silver button that you press with your thumb. The little coin tray because mine was broken. The 2 sun visors, which look way nicer than my current ones. And finally, the best score of this whole junkyard trip. I got these absolutely pristine door cards, and these are actually the leather version, or fake leather, vinyl, whatever you want to call it, instead of the lower trim cloth option like my car has. I swear, I've seen like 10 different variants of these door cards, so I don't know how many different options there were, but I like these ones a lot. In total, we paid $388 for everything, which is awesome because we got a ton of stuff, and it's worth a lot more than that. I'll be installing these parts onto my car in episode 13 of the Integra build, which comes out tomorrow, so stay tuned.